missing.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah, Darren, since Presley's been saying that we should go live later.
well, Presley said last night, he says, yeah, Luna told me, I said, he goes, well, I really think that Luna should at least go live once a month, if like, just like I said, I'll have a talk with her for March, all right?
I mean,
He
you're
goes,
talking to me right now.
well, yeah, I said, like, he really thinks you should do, like, dinner with Luna, like, once a month at least. He goes, "It is so powerful," and he says, "We have missed it." And, yeah, and I said, "Yeah, I'll talk to her," you know? He says, "At least if she's not gonna do it weekly, she should do it once a month at least." And then she goes, "Is
Okay.
she leaving?" And I'm like, "What do you mean, is she leaving?" I'm like, "No."
Leaving where?
And, like,
The
leaving
outer
YouTube,
space with my
like
star
leaving
family.
like leaving YouTube, and
Oh,
and
no.
leaving that, and I'm like, "No, she's not, man. She would have told me if she was, all right?" But I'm saying, like, I'll have a talk with her and see if
It's
she'll
funny
do
that it's like you're talking about a past conversation and then you're talking about me right now about it at the same time.
Yeah, well, it was last night because I went live last night.
Oh,
I've been going live at night now, like, he told me to go at, like, 6 o'clock and stuff, and I've been doing it.
which is 3. But
Yeah.
Darren, you don't do that kind of stuff that late. You gotta have your whole day, right? You wanna get everything done in the morning, have your whole day. So are you saying that maybe next month we could schedule later things so different people can join? Is
Yeah,
that
I
what I'm
did
hearing
I mean,
maybe?
maybe, depends on what it is,
Maybe.
because the difference is I just like to do that free flowing. I don't really like to have it scheduled because it depends on how I feel, you know?
Mhm.
And it's kinda like I follow the light and the energy, and it felt good, and the energy felt like it was meant for me to go live, and there was a bunch of people on. Um,
Yeah.
but he goes, you know what he said to me? He goes, "Well, Darren," I'm
Hi,
like, "Yeah, but
whoever's here.
hey, everybody, welcome." He said to me, "Well, Darren, you don't have to cook. Luna could cook, and you could just eat your bag of chips."
Your bag of chips. Yeah, your sour cream and onion chips, right? That you're so
I
excited about.
I was eating them yesterday on the live, and I'm like, "Oh my god, these freaking chips are
Oh,
beyond."
you told people about the chips. Okay.
Yeah, I told them
Everybody
about the
everybody knows about the chips now.
yeah, I was telling everybody about the chips, and I was just like, "Oh my god, these chips are like the bee's
Yeah.
knees."
Yeah, they're so good. Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Welcome everybody to the live.
Mm, Thank you for
Uh,
hanging out with us.
hello, Big Back.
Hi, hi.
What a name to choose, Big Back. That's funny, man. Because that's like the circling thing around. Like if you're eating a lot of stuff on YouTube, they call you Big Back. Oh, this is Big Back, you know. So it's like funny that you probably don't know about that, but yeah, it's
Wait,
like
like people who, like the person that you follow that tries out different food, they'd be called the Big Back. Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
yeah. People call and he goes, "This is Big Back food right here," and he has like 20 different Taco Bell foods on his table.
Got
When you're
it.
eating, yeah,
Got it.
like if you're,
When you're like,
yeah, it's like a terminology the youngins use, like Big Back. If
yeah.
you, they call you that. It's like I don't know. Sorry about my user. I can't think of anything. I'm so sorry. Hey, it's all right, man. I can tell you, I'm not making fun
You
of
do
you right
you.
now.
If you
Yeah,
like
man.
that name, you do you. Keep that
Yeah,
name.
yeah,
We were just
exactly.
recently talking about how Darren loves these s- pop chips that are like sour cream, and he really enjoys eating them, and he really enjoys sharing what he likes about not just about chips, but about anything. And so, um, and he has different videos on YouTube, him reviewing different things that he really enjoyed. So your name just reminded us of that. Like
Yeah,
that's what it's called when you review different food, I guess, at the same time.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Or you eat a
yeah,
lot. You eat a lot of food. You're a big back. Oh,
that's
thank you
funny.
for the likes, man. We got 18 people in this live right now, man. This thing's starting to get fired up.
Yeah. Hi,
E-
everybody.
Thank you,
We're just
everybody, for
here hanging out. If anyone has questions for us or wants to say hi. Oh,
yeah, if you
hello
men
there.
are men. Yeah, if you wanna ask
Hi,
Luna any
Michael.
questions, like where Luna's been, or you wanna ask her anything, like, you could
Where I've been.
the the
I've
floor
been
is o
under a rock
the floor
in a
is open.
park near the lake talking
Good.
to moss.
Talk to the boss. W the live is open if you wanna, like, if you have questions, Hold on, I'm just, joining from here.
If people are in it. Yeah, why are people not really talking in the chat? It just
What do you
depends
mean?
on what anyone wants to do. Sometimes people just hang out and listen, and some people don't really have anything to say or ask, and that's okay. Hi,
There's
Addie. Hi, Flopper.
Well, here's the thing too, everybody's just starting to get on, like, so that's why, like, we just came on the live now, so it's like everybody's just starting to join. Thank you for subbing,
Yeah,
Addy Vinegar
you.
or Winger. Appreciate you. Yeah, everybody's
I
just starting
am
to join.
as normal sleepy. It's 6 in the morning for me. Last night I went to a drum circle and it was so good. My housemate does so many things, and one of the things that she does is yeah, runs a drum circle, and it was so powerful. I've not been to a drum circle in years, and I don't really know how to drum. And I was hitting a hoop drum, like a shamanic drum,
Mhm.
and it was really magical because there's about 20 of us. And she just started playing, and then everyone started joining in and just making whatever sound. And even though some people were, quote unquote, not on beat or in rhythm, it didn't matter because there's always somebody that had a really strong rhythm. And then there's just a bunch of different sounds that are coming in, like shakers. There's also other musical instruments too. And it was really, really powerful. And it was
Mm,
so interesting to see everyone shift because everyone's bringing their own stuff, right? Like being stressed out or maybe anxious about being in the group. Like you could just feel it and like how they're holding their body or if they were talking or not talking. And then we did this part where everyone just as loud and hard as they could like hit the drum, and after that point everyone shifted and was relaxed and talking um and just really calm. And it was super, super powerful. And
mm,
my favorite part was near the end, we were all, not all of us, we took turns, but we sat in the middle, and everyone with whatever musical instrument they wanted circled around us. And like the hoop drums, we turned backwards so you can feel the energy and the beat of the drum as well as other instruments like shakers and what have you. And I had so many visions, Darren. I kept seeing a turtle, like a turtle lying down like on its back. So it kind of reminded me of like the Mayan calendar. And then I was seeing and sensing a bunch of people around me and the moon, and someone was picking up my body and bringing it over the fire, and it felt very cleansing. And then I saw uh, some sort of shaker around my ankle, but like really big balls of shakers. I don't even know how to really even describe it. It's like made out of wood and it was really loud. And I was seeing myself like hitting the ground with my feet.
mm.
Um, and Darren, usually I don't really share about, um, how I'm like whatever I'm channeling for like songs or what have you. But
Uh-huh.
but since the drums were so loud, I just sang and I thought no one could hear me. But then there were so many people that were like staring at me and smiling, and I was just like, why did they keep staring at me and smiling? Because there was just no way that they could hear me because the drumming was loud, like everyone was playing at the same time. And then afterwards, they said, "Thank you so much for singing your songs of whatever was coming through. Your voice is so beautiful." And I was like, "What?"
So you know what that is, right?
I assumed that they couldn't hear me at
No,
all.
but it's like the universe showing you a mirror of, like, what you need to be opening up to is, like, bring that stuff back into the world because people need it right now, you know?
Yeah, and I was speaking like,
B-man, what's going on?
"Hi, D man," like light language to them when people were in the circle. There's people like crying because either they've never had a sound bath before or they've never had like that um kind of energy come in, because there's different people speaking different sounds too. It was, yeah, it was amazing.
Mm,
So yeah, I'm sleepy from that, but I'm also feel very, very relaxed at the same time and calm. And it does quiet the mind. The drumming quiets the mind. And Alder was even saying, oh, well, I'll just talk about this first. Um, Alder was asking about how everyone was feeling, from when they came in to now. And everyone said, like, well, when I came in, I felt very individualized, like only about myself, um, and like how I'm feeling. And then when we all sat down, I felt like I was a part of the bigger collective, like community, felt more connected to myself and connected to all of you. And then Alder was saying there's, I think it's called Heart University, but don't quote me on that. I can double check if anyone's curious, of a study where when everyone drums at the same time, and like you check your heartbeat before you join the drum circle and afterwards, everyone has the exact same heartbeat sound, like the same
mm.
rhythm, and like everyone goes in unison. um, and that's just really at the essentialness of the collective, is we're all trying to figure out how to flow and be in unison with each other, and be in this community state and unconditional love and connectedness. So yeah, it was really,
Was there any substances
really
involved?
powerful. Any substances?
Yeah, like
No,
ayahuasca or cacao ceremony
no,
or anything? Okay, no,
mm-mm.
no, B-man, there wasn't.
No, everyone was sober, just coming in. There was a family that was there, a variety of ages, and um, yeah, there's people dancing, and I was singing. Other people were singing, hitting the drum. It was amazing. Um,
Did you record any content for YouTube?
I did. I
Oh,
recorded some of that of
oh,
me
man. So we're gonna have
singing,
some
and
videos on the YouTube, guys. Get ready.
yeah.
Um, well, I wanna mention, while there's a little bit of people on here and if they catch the replay or whatnot, I posted some links here, for our last Kundalini activation, event on February 27th at 10 a.m. Eastern, and there's a link in the chat. So you can just click on it and sign up for the event, which is selling out fast. So make sure you get your tickets soon because you don't want to miss it. So it's 10 a.m. Eastern. That link will take you to Eventbrite, and you can sign up and join. It's going to be powerful with me and Luna. So Kundalini activation. There's also a link
Be-
pinned.
Before you go into that, for anybody that's on the live and doesn't know what a Kundalini activation is, Kundalini is at the base of your spine. It's your healing energy. It's a motherly energy, and it's very potent, strong, and pure. And our intention is to support you in activating your Kundalini to allow it to go wherever it needs to go, because this beautiful, intelligent energy that we all have that's in us. And it will release and activate what no longer serves you. Darren and I will blend light language with it as well. And you'll go on a sound journey. We have different music that will be playing. Um, and you'll hear our light language, and people have had a variety of experiences, from being super relaxed and embodied to seeing visuals to hearing, seeing, sensing things, feeling hot and cold, body moving, having some sort of release, by like burping or crying or laughing. And yeah, all of that is welcome. One person said recently that it felt like a dance party because of the music that was playing. And
Yeah. I mean, hell, we had people doing push-ups, we had people dancing around,
yeah, and it's
like they were in
all
the club, like fist pumping like they were in Jersey at the Jersey Shore in a club, you know?
mhm,
I mean, yeah, you could have all kinds of experiences, man. It's like, yeah, like she said, crying, orgasmic, blissful.
mhm.
Um, I mean, just you name it. There's pretty much every gamut of sensations and feelings, and your hips may move, whatever. Sometimes you
And
cry for no reason.
yeah, and that's okay. Maybe someday you'll know what the reason is. Sometimes it's just for releasing, and that's just all you have to know, and that's perfect and beautiful. And yeah,
Hmm.
everyone we've had um, people go through our series that we've been doing for Kundalini, and it's interesting to see the shifts in them and what they've felt at the beginning versus now, and how much more opening and expanding and deepening that they have been receiving from it, as well as Darren and I do not feel like the same person at all.
No, I mean,
Um,
I'm just wondering, like, is Big Back a man or are you a female? Because, I mean, especially if you're a man
why?
and well, because I'm just asking because, like, a lot of men, they don't cry, they suppress it. So I'm just like, for you, if you're a man and you're actually women usually will say, "I'm crying," or "I'm tearing up," or whatever, but men will not usually do that. And so, like, if you're a man and you're actually putting it on here and saying, like, you cry for no reason, that's huge and powerful. And,
Mm,
I feel like you're infusing that into the collective, and you're setting the stage to, like, let other men know that it's okay,
mm,
and that's huge. I mean, for masculine anyway, the masculine energy. I still cry from this day on because I lost two things that I love. Yeah, see, that's what I'm
oh,
saying, man. And you
yeah.
express it. And for a man to do that, thank you. That's all I got to say. Thank you, because most will not do that. Most will not even say that. So, um, you know, know that, like, you're probably a way shower for the men. Um, and that's beautiful. So thank you. Because I'm assuming by the name that you're a man. I don't think a woman would choose that screen name. I just get the vibe that you are. So thank you. Anyway, that's what I want to say. That's all. I feel like more men should, like, really embrace their feminine side and their emotions, and express how they feel, man, because the more you suppress it, the more you're just creating more disease in your body. So and just being angry and upset and frustrated and pissed off, and, like, what for, like, to prove what? Shedding a tear keeps the heart open in a real way. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Amen. I lost my cousin and my dog, but he's my best friend, and I might cry
No.
right now. Sorry to hear that, man. I really am.
Yeah.
That's, you know, my condolences
Mhm.
go out to you and your family, for real, big back. And it's true, man. It does. It really does open your heart, and and again, that's what I feel like we're shifting in the collective, because people are stepping into their power. Here, we got a little bit of light language I was doing while you were talking just now, so we'll share it.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Can you
Your
see it?
light language looks. Can you bring it up a little bit? No, that's forward. Can you bring it up? There you go. No, can you? Yes. Okay. So anybody that's looking at this, Darren did a light language drawing, which is soul's expression, um, and pureness and love and source. And it's on a white page, and there's green and orange light language in different shapes and symbols. Mm. And while looking at this, I feel a lot of energy from above. Like I just see a lot of light coming in and coming down over my face, and it feels gold. And yeah, my third eye, I'm starting to feel pressure on it. I feel like it's activating, as well as my pineal gland.
Yeah, take a screenshot of it, Luna.
Take a screenshot of it. Why?
Yeah, well, no, I mean, I could just send it to you. Yeah, I'll just send it to you.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe there's reason. You're like, I'm taking it away and you're leaving the live and coming back.
No, 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 because I mean, I'm just saying if you want, because you said it was activating,
Yeah,
so that's
now
why.
it's opening the heart chakra. Mm.
I'm saying if
And I'm
anybody
seeing
wants.
the word expand, and I'm hearing the word breathe. So this is about expansion and breath to help regulate during that expansion. So if anyone else is also looking at this, I invite you to just really tune into your breath. Oh my gosh, I feel so relaxed right now. I feel like someone's massaging my neck.
And not to mention, like I was trying to say, like everyone take a screenshot of it because you can, like, I'm not
You
gonna
could
hold it here the
like,
whole live or anything. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna take it down any minute. So if anybody wants to get a screenshot of it, take it now, and maybe I'll show it again, at some point. Uh, you know. So
mm.
yeah, I'll send you a picture of it. Um,
Yeah, I was starting to feel the energy go down my body like a, a river
yeah, that's kind
and
of like
coming
what
out my feet.
the wave is, in there.
Hmm.
Picture the little wave.
It's
I'm gonna take.
interesting. Before I was feeling very, um, well, sleepy, of course, but also grounded. And now I feel almost like a buzzing, but in my body, kind of like what I felt yesterday when everyone was around me hitting drums and making sound of various sorts. I felt this buzzing feeling and felt like I was very aware of how big my aura was and the energy around my field. And that's what I feel now after looking at
Yeah, I mean,
the
he
light
says he
language
feels like a
drawing.
fuzzy. He says he feels a fuzzy feeling. Ken, what's going on, brother? Um, yeah. Well, I sent you a screenshot of it or a picture of it.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, I hear you, Big Back, that you've lost a lot of people that you love, and I'm holding space for you and everybody else, no matter where you're at. And yeah, grieving what was and what is, and how much you care for them and love them.
yeah, I mean,
Hmm.
here's the thing, man. I've been saying this on my
And
channel and on this
and
channel
just
for like.
one
Oh,
one
go ahead.
second, Darren, and just be really gentle on yourself and anyone else that watches this later, and know that all of it is here for you. You are here for yourself. Your guides are here for you. Your friends are here for you, and yeah, that you're not alone in this. And maybe one day it'll shift and change where this heaviness that you're feeling, these emotions that you're feeling, might just feel a little bit lighter. Um, yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that one. SDK. You've lost a lot of your family.
See, speaking of like, losing family and all this kind
Yeah,
of
there's a
stuff,
lot of people that have lost family on
yeah,
here.
it's like what like all these things, man, are for and I'm not taking away anything from anything, but at the end of the day, we all chose to be here and we all the every single thing that we're experiencing is preparing us for what's next and is essentially a catalyst for us to open our hearts more and come together and love one another and community and connect and that's why these things are occurring and happening, losing family and maybe career, jobs, whatever it is, it's a catalyst to wake us up and bring us together and to open our hearts. And if it didn't happen, it wouldn't do that, just like, you know, it's sad that it has to happen in that way. And I feel like going forward, it's not going to have to. But it's like, even when these tragic things happen, like storms and things like that, it brings people together, and people come and they help you like get your life back together and you start seeing how beautiful people actually are and we really need to come back to that in this world and that's what the universe is trying to show every single one of us to come back and to love one another and to come together and realize that we're all one and connected. Yes, it's difficult because I lost my dad in 2022, and it's been a very difficult journey. At the same time, it's made me grow and expand so much, and I know he's here with me, and that's the one thing that we all have to hold in our hearts that they're here, they never left. They're just not here physically, but they never left, and, we can call on them anytime we want, and we actually have a better relationship with them, most of us, with them being on the other side, because a lot of us did have trauma and different things that kept us apart in certain ways, and, um just open your heart and open yourself up to the possibility of you reaching out to them and them connecting with you and being open to it and listening to them and the messages they're bringing forward, because they're here. They're always here. You can call on them more than you could have called on them when they're not here in the physical. So in some ways, it's a blessing, because if you really open yourself up in that way. So I just had to say that because it's going to be happening more and more going forward this year. A lot of people are wanting to leave and check out, and we have to. It's just making us stronger and more empowered because that's what 2025 going forward is all about, self empowerment, and that's what this channel is about. Is part of self empowerment. And remembering who you are, and So I hope that helps in some way, shape, or form. Did you choose a name that reflects happiness and peace or something more of a negative energy?
I
I
mean,
just
I'll just speak on this. It's not about it's about what you believe is positive or negative energy. Really everything is neutral, but it's what you give meaning to. So I get what you're saying, D-Man, and at the same time, maybe that name is neutral for them or brings positivity. Who knows? But um, yeah,
I don't even know what they're talking about.
they're just talking about the the name that is chosen as a username.
Oh, Big Back?
Yeah, but I think D-Man joined later when we were talking about our understanding of it.
Yeah, I mean, everything, like, at the end of the day, man, it is what you just said. It's like, it's perception and it's
Oh,
like how
thank
you
you.
see things and perspective, and it's like, I don't know, some people look at it like as a funny, like fun name. Like, yeah, I don't like the one guy I listen to on YouTube that I watch, the food guy. He
Uh-huh.
says it in a funny way. He's like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm big back," and then people, like, make the comments in the comments, but he doesn't see it in that way. He doesn't see
Right.
it like a negative
Exactly. Can
connotation.
I can I just share this? So I got a journal for my birthday and I've been using it. And what I did last night, and I encourage this for anybody else, is I just lay it open and I have a pen out and then I go to sleep. And then if I need to write something down in the middle of the night, then I'll write it down. And this is goes off of what you just said, Darren. And this is what I said. And I do remember writing this. Okay. I'm like, but I definitely wrote it during the night just because of the writing just looks funny. Um, it says, I woke up after guessing a bunch, and I understand and realize that no matter what's their perception and their use of it, others are different. And this is something that I've been processing a lot lately, is that our perception is our perception, which is creating our reality. Someone that comes into our life, we could perceive as being angry, but it's being reflected back for a reason, but they're actually not even angry. They're not
Mhm.
even mad. They don't even have a tone or facial expression that shows that. But for some reason, that's being reflected back to you, right? And that's
Yeah.
our perception. We get to work through and we get to own. But then all of your surroundings also have their own perception, their own reality, their own belief systems. And for me, because of my upbringing and my childhood, I have been, as I wrote down, guessing, trying to figure out how other people are, to find inner safety within myself. Like, oh, they just said this. What does that mean? How are they perceiving me? What should I be saying? For safety. But at the same time, I don't actually know unless I ask them and clarify, like, what are you trying to say? What do you mean by that? I'm noticing this. What does this mean? Instead of trying to figure it out internally, I could just ask questions. And yeah, everybody's different than us. And yet we also have, because we're different slices of the whole. Um, And that's okay to like embrace the differences, and we don't have to figure out other people. We really just need to figure out ourselves. And then
Yeah.
we figure that out. It doesn't matter about other people's perceptions.
No, it
Um,
doesn't.
so, anyways, that's just something that I scribbled down. Who
It
knows
really
what time
doesn't.
it
Yeah.
was?
It really doesn't matter because um, perspective is a powerful thing. I find it best to see from as many as possible, like viewing through a compound eye. There are infinite perspectives to see from. Yeah, it's interesting because I talk about this all the time about how quite literally 3, 4 people could be watching the same altercation, if you want to call it an altercation, at the same time, and every single person is going to have a different perspective, a different perception, a different story, a different experience depending on what they experience in their own life, dependent on their past and their trauma and whatever else they experience, they're going to see that maybe some will not even see it as an altercation.
Right,
It's like
exactly.
it's like literally we're all on different planets. We're all like not living on the same planet. I could be standing next to this person in a supermarket and them have a completely different, like they're in like the 5D flow state, like thriving, and maybe the person next to them isn't, and having the worst day ever. It literally is so amazing and so powerful and so magical how this whole place is like so perfectly designed. And I mean, just can't make this shit up, it's just like that's good wisdom.
So,
That's
Thomas, I will just say that sentence that you say, there are infinite perspectives to see from. So my mind, I've realized, really tries to figure things out and wants to know. And I do have like a lot of knowing that I'm just given from my guides of like, this is how things are going to roll out. Um, and there's a lot that I'm not allowed to share because of that, because they're sharing this information. with me and it's just not ready to be shared with the collective. And having the knowing that there's multiple perspectives, multiple timelines, multiple choices, multiple fill in the blank, honestly, for me, sometimes feels overwhelming, especially when I'm not in like a grounded state. And then my mind tries to figure it out like, okay, like if I just have peanut butter and jelly sandwich that's crunchy versus creamy, how is my day going to change?
Mm,
I know that's a little bit of a silly example, but I'm serious. Like even those just micro decisions of eating now or eating in 2 minutes, going to the bathroom now or getting water, you know what I mean, can really shift your whole day and how you're interacting with people. And that is where you just have to, if you can, and have some tools to help bring it back in instead of being in this space, just being in your whole space, your whole body and your being, tools to help ground you and recenter you, then you won't be trying to figure it out with like all these different perspectives and, as I said,
yeah,
like different timelines or what people think or like their perceptions of you or the perceptions of the world. It really doesn't matter because then you're just tuning into your inner compass of how to move and how to flow. And um, those days are so much more fun. And that's when I channel a bunch of songs and dancing and very punny. Hi,
yeah. I mean,
Jack.
yeah, yeah.
Hi,
N-
MK.
yeah, yeah. Hey, Jack, what's going on, brother? I'm glad you were able to pull up, and thank you for moderating.
That's
Appreciate you,
funny.
brother. Where's Devil at? I wonder where Devil is. Is where Jack shows up, Devil shows up.
Mm.
Yeah, Devil's always watching Jack. He's got his eye on Jack all the time, you know?
Okay, that's very interesting phrase.
Well,
I know that's probably their
his name
username, but
is
that's just
if
really
you if
funny.
you if you if you see Jack, you always see Devil with my shoulder on my shoulder. Like, it's
It's
crazy. I
just
mean, it's but if you see Jack, you'll always see there he is, infinite Devil on my shoulder is back. Yeah,
it's funny. I know
yeah,
that's what I was saying, D. I was like, that's a really funny phrase to say out loud multiple times.
yeah, that he's always in here, boy.
Hello.
Yeah, I felt like, we needed to make Devil, a moderator because
Okay.
he's holding it down. He's been holding it down, you know? And, he watches Jack every step Jack makes, so you gotta, you know.
Okay. Yeah. Thomas says, I often come from a place of don't think, do. It's like magic. I don't worry about it. I just do it. Yeah.
Mm,
However, if you are typically in the mental space of your mind thinking, it's good
yep,
to tune in if you know that that is your pattern of why you're doing it. Are you
mhm,
doing it because it's your behavior, like what you typically choose to do, or are you doing it because your inner being and soul needs that to feel more nourishing? Like, why are you doing it? And then eventually, yeah, you won't have to, and it will be like magic when you keep tuning into yourself and what supports you in thriving. Hmm. I feel so calm and relaxed right now.
hold on, just that's cool, man. So my sister,
Hmm.
she told me, you know, because she's getting like a so I noticed again this phone is, like, making, like, green lines and stuff. I don't know if you saw it, but I could see it on YouTube, like, on the screen over here, and
Hmm.
I just have a feeling and I don't know if it's still sounding like I'm, like, on some island or something speaking, like, robotic, Um,
Hmm.
but, hold on. I'm gonna put myself on mute. I just gotta answer this real quick, alright?
Okay. Yeah, I hear you, D. I understand exactly what you're saying. And sometimes people might pick names and not really understand why they're picking it too. So I'm trying to just say like it's all of it, right? It's not just one or the other. It could be something you don't know. Um, and that's kind of like the inner work of trying to figure out like why am I doing this? Why am I, an example that they're showing me that might be helpful for somebody watching is like, why am I waking up and immediately looking at my phone? Or why am I staying in bed when, I don't know, I need to go to the bathroom? Or why am I not saying to somebody I need to go? It could be the same thing around this name, like not really knowing why, but just felt called to it. And I also hear, yeah, everything has a vibration and an energy behind it. And it's really what is the energy you're giving it and what does it mean to you? So I completely understand what you're saying. And yeah, bye, MK. Yeah, and Thomas is just saying it's just a label. It doesn't matter for Thomas, it just is. Yeah, everything's applied meaning. So it's what meaning do you give to it and why? Whether it's to allow you to expand or contract is another way that you can look at it. Is this label, word, energy, feeling, thought process, is it allowing me to expand my consciousness, expand myself, allow myself to shine who I actually am, or is it contracting me and keeping me with an older version of myself that I feel more comfortable with or feel more safe with? Um, that's something that came up recently on one of my videos is around belief systems and how when we are holding on to an old belief of us when we are pure at our soul is that we are pretending to be somebody that we actually are not, and then figuring out why we're holding on to that false belief system, that perception that we're not good enough or or not smart enough or what have you. So that's something that I was just thinking about that kind of ties into this as well. Just gonna read the comments. It's funny watching Darren's facial expressions and not knowing what he's saying. uh, okay, I already read that one. Demon saying about choosing a shirt, like having a beach on it because it feels like a happy place and that's being represented and being shown. hmm Yeah. And yeah, I hear you, D. You're just asking for this person to take a deep dive on why they picked it and what it means to them. And if they choose, they can tune in. And if they don't choose that, that's okay too. And then Thomas's perspective to be to the honest and the truth. I am true friend and ally to liars and the dishonest. I'm the devil they know because I refuse to accept the lies as truth. Mm. I must be really tired because I don't really understand this. Let me just reread it again. Okay, I think I understand what you're saying. You're comparing perspective versus the actual truth, which is what I was talking about in another way. So that That makes sense. It's like, is it a perspective of truth or is it have a skew to it? Um, yeah. Hmm. How are you all doing in the chat? How's this month been for you? You are the beast you feed. Yes. Are you telling yourself you're awesome or are you like your biggest critic? And
Okay, I'm
could your
back.
biggest Okay, and could your biggest critic be your biggest cheerleader and
Um,
telling yourself how much you love yourself and how awesome you are?
I see like I saw it. It keeps like I don't know if you guys are seeing it or not, but it's like these green lines, and then like the bottom half gets all blurred up and everything.
I
Well, in
don't
any
see
case, she
anything on
was.
my phone.
It's not continuous. It's like intermittent. It's like the last time,
Mm,
and so my sister has. So she's getting another phone, and it's coming on Monday, and she has a Note 9, which I used to have that she just has randomly, and she told me she had 2 backup phones, and I said, "Well, can I, like, use the phone? Like, can I have the phone?" And she said, "I can have it." So she's giving it to my mom today, um, but she said just as long as, like, if something happens to her other phone that she wants to, like, borrow it to, like, use it as a backup till she gets a replacement. So at least I have something, you know,
Hi,
aside from
Liz.
this until I get my new phone on Monday.
Cool.
And then hopefully I should be able to go live on the regular phone with you and not have a problem like I did on this one. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. We were just talking about our perceptions of reality and how we apply meaning to things. And um, yeah, and different people are saying it's a reflection of ourselves and how we feel about ourselves is a direct reflection of how we see the world. And someone said in here,
You see who's in
like,
the
what are you
chat?
feeding? Are you feeding the beast? Like, how are you
Yeah,
feeding
that's Jack.
yourself?
You see who's in the chat?
Yeah, I
Liz.
said hi to Liz.
Oh, you knew it was Liz?
Yeah, it says Liz on there.
Oh, okay. I didn't
And
know
I
if you
can see the
knew.
picture.
Hi, Liz. Finally, now we need to subscribe to her YouTube channel because I can never find her YouTube channel.
There it is.
Well, let's see if I can click on it. See, man, I don't see. Jack said you should be able to click on the YouTube channel of the person, and it doesn't let me.
Hmm. Well, I'm
So-
sure we can find her a a little bit later after the
Well,
live.
maybe I don't know. It's not that easy to find. I asked her for the link. She's coming
Oh,
to our event, by the way. I already spoke to her.
okay. How are you doing,
Um,
Liz?
maybe what I'll do, Liz. How do you feel about this, Liz? All right. What if I make you a moderator of the channel? How do you feel about that, Liz? I feel like that would be a good moderator, and then I can add you as a subscriber. Would you want to be a moderator of our channel?
Mods
Let
can
me
click
see
on
if
their
it's
channel.
private. No, I'm saying I'll make you a moderator. Okay, sure. All right, cool. Add moderator. Managing moderators. Now you're a moderator, Liz. Thank you. And yeah, maybe one of the mods can click on her channel. I might not be able to hear every time. No, that's cool. That's okay. You don't have to be. I mean, that's all right. I wasn't at, oh, here, now I can go to her channel. It says go to channel. Here we go. Okay, I just subscribed. Cool. So I'm gonna send this to Luna too so she can subscribe. Sweet. Everybody, if you get the opportunity, anybody that's on here or watching the replay, subscribe to Liz B's YouTube channel. All right. and she's on TikTok too, man. She rocks. She does light language. Go subscribe to her channel. Nah, it's all right. It's all good. That she doesn't need to. She's a good friend and soul part of our soul tribe.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely go subscribe. But yeah, I know I missed part of your conversation.
I
Don't
know.
forget, guys. Just so you know, in about a half an hour, we're going to be going live. Well, me and Eric are going to be live on this channel doing the roundtable. So make sure that you're subscribed, and it's in like about a half an hour, a little over half an hour, 10:30 Eastern time.
And for anybody that doesn't know what the round table is where Darren, as well as some other people, join and talk about esoteric topics. So
Yeah,
if
we're
you want to
basically
take
going to go
a
down the
really deep
rabbit hole.
dive, you can.
Yeah, we're going to go down the rabbit hole. All right.
Hmm.
Um, so Liz now has like 4 subscribers. So I just subscribed several times.
Nice.
So yeah, she's growing her YouTube channel now. So she does quantum energy. She does healing, readings, all of it. So definitely reach out to her, man. And she's on TikTok. Um, so yeah, well, what's this roundtable style discussions? That is, yeah. We're gonna do that. We already had an episode last week, and it
Hmm.
was it was really really powerful. So
Yeah, you can watch
yeah,
the replay if you want.
yeah, yeah. It's a reference to King Arthur. Yes, yes, that's part of it. That's part of it. As I lost my coconut water, oh, here it is. Um,
You lost it, and now it is found. You
you see
lost
my
yourself, and now you are
you see
found, Darren.
you see my penguin.
Yes, I saw you shaking it.
My sister got me this for the like, and see how it like kind of like moves around and stuff.
It's like a fidget toy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Join us, man. It's in a half an hour. But the thing is, it's not going to be streamed from the smartphone. So if you're not subscribed, you're not going to find us. I'm going to be using Restream, so it won't pick up like random people. Like it's only going to be people that are subscribed, because that's the way YouTube works. So, and we're going to be streaming to Twitch, to TikTok, and YouTube all at the same time. So you can join us on any one of those platforms. And I think what I'm going to do is each week I'm going to switch off from like Twitch to Instagram. Okay, Jack. Well, thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate you, brother. And maybe you'll be able to come by for the roundtable.
Bye, Jack.
Go subscribe to Jack Wall's channel too, man. He does like outdoor cutting wood, chopping wood.
Very relaxing videos.
Yeah. You definitely go watch subscribe to Jack Wall's channel, man. And Devil on My Shoulder. Um, and he does like outdoor nature stuff. So you definitely want to check out his channel. Plus, he has a podcast, 8 o'clock p.m. every night. You're welcome, Liz. You're welcome. Devil, I will also be leaving everyone. Okay, Devil, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Oh man, chopping wood is such a decompression. Yeah, he chops wood on there, boy. He busts out the chainsaw, he busts out the axe, and yeah, he does like really. So go subscribe to his channel, man. Jack Walls, definitely, it's worthwhile. Um, so does anybody have any questions for Luna? because you haven't seen her for a while. I got some stuff to do today. However, I'll keep an eye peeled. Thanks again for bringing some folks together to talk deep stuff. I love me a group effort. Yeah, man. I agree. The podcast is it's every Wednesday and Saturday. Uh okay, so every Wednesday and Saturday, 8 a.m. Eastern time. My apologies. I appreciate you too, Liz, and all you do, man, for humanity.
I think it's
Um,
time for us to head out too, Darren.
yeah, true.
Thank you all for joining our live and
Yeah, thank
hanging
you for
out
all
with
the likes and
us.
everything, man. I appreciate it, man. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, get yourself outside, get in nature. Um, you know, that's the best thing you can do for yourself right now. And yeah, we'll be doing more of these, man. So don't worry. There are much more to come. We're going to be setting up but okay, let's just cover the housekeeping and that's it. Go to our website www.darenandluna.com/links. Join the Kundalini activation on February 27th with us. It's on Eventbrite. You don't want to miss it. It's selling out. So you can just go to, like I said, darenandluna.com/links and scroll to the bottom. It says join Kundalini activation. It's on Eventbrite. Get your tickets. February 27th, 10 a.m. Eastern. Join us on Patreon. Um, yeah, it's gonna sell out soon. Yeah, that's what I'm saying because it's right around the corner. So yeah, D man. And join us on Patreon. Sign up for the free newsletter so you can get notified every month of the calendar. Um, and we're going to be planning the March calendar very soon. So definitely make sure that you're on the newsletter list. Did I cover everything, Luna?
Yes.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, man. We're here to assist humanity, man. That's what I'm here for, and I know Luna is, and you know, make this planet a better place for all of us. That's what we're here to do, man, so we can thrive and be free and in abundance and health and wealth and everything else. So thank you again. Appreciate you, D-Man and Thomas and Liz and Jack and Devil and everybody who showed up. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yes,
I said
thank
my
you.
piece.
We'll see you all soon.
See you all
Bye.
soon. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. Love you all.
Love you. Bye.